Carbs, the most controversial of the three macros, and the one that sparks the biggest debates, especially between keto and carnivore circles. Some say zero carbs is the only way. Others allow dairy, fermented foods, or the occasional veggie. Today, I'm breaking it down so you can decide what works best for your health, not just for bragging rights. So, what are carbs or carbohydrates really? Carbohydrates are sugar molecules. They could be simple, like glucose, fructose, or lactose, or complex, starches and fibers. Your body breaks them down into glucose, raising blood sugar and insulin. On keto, carbs are kept low to allow for fat burning and ketosis. Here's a brief history of carbs in the human diet, and I'm going with my Primal Health Coach hat here. Early humans thrived on animal proteins and fats, but they did eat seasonal carbs like berries, roots, or tubers. Agriculture shifted us towards grain and high carb loads. Today, the average American consumes over 300 grams of carbs daily, mostly from processed foods and sugar. This shift has been a major driver of insulin resistance, obesity, and metabolic disease. So how many carbs on keto? Standard keto is usually 20 to 50 grams of net carbs per day. That's enough for leafy greens, low-carb veggies, and maybe some berries. Why so low? To keep insulin down and for ketone production. Carnivore diets drop carbs to almost zero. Not everyone needs to go that far, though. So every carb you eat has impact on blood sugar and insulin. Too many carbs over time causes fat storage, raises your triglycerides, lowers your HDLs, and causes insulin resistance. Some people tolerate carbs better than others. This is called your personal fat threshold. Once you pass your body's limits, carbs quickly spill over into fat storage, especially around the visceral organs. Now, hardcore carnivore and zero carb just mean meat, salt, and water, or the lion diet. Modified carnivore or ketovore allows small amounts of carbs from dairy, fermented veggies, spices, or even coffee and tea. The question is, do you want to wear a zero carb badge of honor, or do you want to maximize your health? Whole food carbs like zucchini, spinach, avocado, even small amounts of berries are nutrient dense and have a minimal insulin impact. Fermented carbs like sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles help with gut microbiome support and micronutrients. Dairy like yogurt, kefir offer probiotics, protein, calcium and lactose in a carb. Refined breads like bread, pasta, cereal, cookies cause insulin spikes and cravings. It's not just about the number of carbs, but the quality of carbs. So where carbs can serve you. Ferments restore gut health and support digestion. Dairy provides calcium, magnesium, and protein and healthy fats. If you're looking at athletic performance, the use of targeted carbs can help pre-workout, like up to 20 grams of carbs. People who are metabolically flexible can cycle in carbs without losing ketosis. So test your carb tolerance. Use a glucose monitor or a CGM to see how your body responds. Keep a food and mood log to connect carbs with cravings, energy dips, and brain fog. And during the holidays or social events, plan ahead. Keep carbs low beforehand, choose whole food carbs, and return to baseline the next day. Remember, the end goal isn't carb fear, it's metabolic flexibility. Myth: carbs are essential for survival. Fact: there are no essential carbs. Your body can make glucose from protein and fat through gluconeogenesis. Myth: zero carb guarantees optimal health. Fact: for some, yes, but others may struggle with thyroid function, sleep, or hormones if carbs are too restricted. At the end of the day, carbs aren't evil. They're a tool. A question is, do you move towards health or move away from it? Because health is always more important than dogma. If you watched all 3 parts of this Macro Explained series, protein, fat, and carbs, you now have the full picture to customize your macros to fit your goals. And if you still need help, don't forget to grab my Keto Made Simple ebook. It's one way to support this channel and keep this content coming. And if you missed the protein or fat videos, I'll link them right here in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.